Anders Fogh Rasmussen was the former prime minister of this country. And wouldn't you believe, he was in a PragerU video. If you don't know what PragerU is, it's basically the right-wing kind of reaction answer to the Obama administration when the political pendulum was swinging left, following the Bush presidency, the Great Recession, the wars, all that stuff. So Dennis Prager sees the opportunity to say, oh yeah, I got the answer to, these people who are pissed off right now. So what PragerU does is they basically put I guess you can say a right-wing spin, but not all the time, towards, just whatever topic it is, immigration, unionization, all that kind of stuff. And this country's very own Anders Fogh was in a video about why America must lead. In other words, why my country has to be the world police. Why do we have to solve the world's problems when we can barely take care of our own citizens, unlike here? So it's just, wow. And of course, he was actually prime minister the exact same time as George Bush, W that is, and he went right along with the Iraq War and War on Terror, all that kind of stuff, where, the French president didn't do that. Tony Blair did that, though. But, yeah, just a little fun fact to kind of tinker around with in the old noggin. The Scientology cult is alive and well here. Can you believe how sunny it is here? Like, what is going on? There's a few clouds in the sky, but this is quite a rarity here. Coming in, I thought, oh, it was gonna be cloudy every day. And kind of was the last couple of days, but now it's like, ooh, man, you can practically walk out naked and you wouldn't, freeze. I don't know. I see some people wearing coats, and it's like, why? Are you sweating under there? I don't know, but when the ocean current collapses, the North Atlantic Gulf Stream, oh man, it's going to turn this whole continent into a frozen tundra. So be ready for that, because it's starting as early as 2025. Now, thankfully, this country has done quite a lot when it comes to tackling climate change. U.S., almost nothing. Almost nothing. Looking at a building like this, you were thinking we're in Edinburgh, in Scotland. Nope. Nope, they exist elsewhere. Wowzers. I don't think I should film it, but you have guards kind of marching in formation. So yeah, kind of like what you see in London with the with them. They got the same attire going on, but yeah, I'd probably kind of filming them now, but with the glare. Yeah, I didn't stumble across this place yet, so wow. I like it. Yo, Alvin, what's up, man? I'm sending this to you and only you. Well, here we are. Are you still annoying the shit out of people with your dad jokes at work? I bet you are. I bet you are. It's going pretty cool over here. Can you believe it's sunny? You would think it would be cloudy and rainy. Well, it was the last couple of days, but not today. Nope.
Der er nogle ting, man kan gøre noget ved her i livet, og der er nogle ting, man ikke kan gøre noget ved. Og kloge mennesker, de går op i de ting, de kan gøre noget ved, og accepterer de ting, de ikke kan gøre noget ved. Og alt det, I kan gøre noget ved, gør noget. Du får en glæde af, at I gør noget. Og så accepterer at I ikke kan gøre noget ved, og det er ud fra jeres rækkevidde.
Now you're probably asking yourselves, why did I choose to come here to Denmark? I could have chosen Mexico, I could have chosen Japan, Australia, Spain, you name it. But I guess the main reason is it was largely politically motivated. So obviously, you know, I don't know if I've ever like straight up said this on film, but in 2016, in that presidential election, I voted for Bernie Sanders in the primary, Jill Stein in the general. And, you know, I'm just someone who embraces social democracy. And again, like I said in the intro, you know, this is one of the happiest countries on earth. And I don't think it's a coincidence that, well, when unionization is high and when not even, it's so high that you don't even have the state deciding the wages for people, but rather the unions in which those jobs are affiliated with. And, you know, along with that, you also have just phenomenal benefits, like just like PTO, like up the wazoo, like way more than what I get. And I thought I was like best case scenario. And for crying out loud, they pay you to go to like university. What? Now, of course, a lot of this comes with a lot of taxation, but the difference is the taxation in my country goes towards farm subsidies, corporate bailouts, you know, a bloated military budget, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know, stuff that doesn't actually help people, but rather like the top 1%. Well, yeah, that is far from the case here. Now, of course, I'm not saying Denmark doesn't have its problems. Of course it does. There's like a lot of clashes with the like the migrant community and stuff like that, and like a lot of people say, oh, they're like, you know, reaping all the benefits. I'm not going to get into that because I don't vote here. But from what I've heard and read, also there's a lot of like, you know, green renewable technology that, you know, powers the country, you know, to not entirely, but I think quite a bit, certainly more than where I'm from again. So yeah, I think a lot of it just has to do with that, you know, just motivation from kind of Bernie Sanders and propping up the country, along with Kyle Kalinske on YouTube, Secular Talk, and David Pakman too, to a lesser extent. But yeah, I'd have to say that's probably, you know, probably one of the biggest like motivating factors for me coming here is just, it's political, social democracy, not socialism, social democracy. Know the difference. I'm sure there's tons of videos that describe that, so I'm not going to get into it, but I just wanted to clear this up for anyone, you know, wondering, like, why'd you come here with, like, when the weather's not the best? Well, it's pretty good now, and it was good yesterday too. When I came in, that was a different story, but no, it's been good, you know, so far. So yeah, that's why I came here. It's so quiet here. Oh my gosh. Talk about going off the beaten path. Yikes. Yeah, here we go. Next time you Americans want to complain about like gas being so high, look at this. It's 14 Corona 79 per, and this is per liter, mind you, not gallon. So I did the math, I think, on something like this, and it equals out to about the equivalent of like $9-10 US a gallon. So quit your bitching about, oh, gas is so high in America. No, it's fucking not, actually, compared to here. Look at that. That is a Harold Balder style outrage. I don't know how anyone drives here. Jeez. All right, look what we got going on today. How cool is this? All right. Okay guys, here's something you don't know about me. You cannot pay me the national debt to go on one of those things. Seriously, I am the biggest wuss when it comes to roller coasters. I've had way too many falling dreams, way too many 9/11 dreams where I'm like in one of the planes and it's about to like ram right into the building that, yeah, I don't need to go on one of those things. Nope, mm-mm. And it's not like I haven't been on them before, I have, but they're not for me.